David Menzies for Rebel News here in Haldimand County, Ontario. Well, folks, I'm with James Bradbury. James Bradbury owns a 3D printing shop. And as you know, it's been widely reported that for the last several weeks, Canada has had a dire shortage of personal protective equipment. Gee, I wonder why that is. Could it be that Prime Minister Justin Trudeau gave away tons of it to China in February? You know, the source of the Wuhan virus. But I digress. Anyways, Mr. Bradbury has a story that is going to blow you away. This is about someone being altruistic. This is about someone being charitable. This is about someone who has a solution to the PPE problem. But it looks like in Haldimand County, no good deed goes unpunished. Will you hear this story, folks? Okay, so James, as I said in my introduction, you own a 3D printing plant, and you became aware of the shortage of personal protective equipment in the healthcare sector. So you decided to, I see you have one right there, make visors, and then with fabric, you are making masks. You're also doing gowns. You're also doing scrubs to a considerable cost for you, but this was all about, volunteering in a time of need when we're dealing with this horrible global pandemic. But when you went to various institutions to give your products, what was the reaction?
Well, the main thing was that a lot of the nursing homes in particular, that they didn't want the medical equipment. Like, no matter what it was, whether it was face shields, gowns, the common thing was that it wasn't professionally made, or if it wasn't from China, they didn't want it.
I thought there was an incredible shortage, and I guess there's the old saying, beggars can't be choosers, but when they say not professionally made, I'm looking at the visor you've constructed there. Plastic is plastic. It fits on a head. We've seen lots of publicity about these fabric masks being better than no masks at all. So why would that be such a factor? And you also said because it was not made in China, that was a negative?
Yeah, so I thought it was really strange because, I'm hearing on the news all the time that, we need medical equipment, we need shields, we need, all this stuff. And, other homes are asking for it. There's certain homes are saying, no, we don't want that. And I'm hearing from the nurses that, no, we really need them. We don't have anything. And so I started pressing more into it, and I found that certain homes with certain unions, with this one union, SEIU, they have a policy that doesn't allow them to accept donated materials, donated any kind of PPE or anything that's not made from China. You have to understand, this is a crisis. If you're not able to get these masks in from whatever country, right, that you take what you can get. If you can't get masks and you need masks to save lives, you get masks. And now the province, the county, they've all offered to these homes, hey, we'll give you masks, we'll even give you personnel because you're short. And these homes turned them down. I mean, we're giving this out for free. I don't understand why they're not. And like a lot of the stuff we're making is up to code to what they require.
So I did reach out to Lisa Roth. She is the administrator here at Anson Place. She declined to come on camera. She sent me some emails. Basically, she said that there's no PPE crisis here. What do you make of this?
It's hard to believe, especially when you have so many nurses and people that you've been talking to saying that that's the exact opposite.
So you're in charge of the union that runs all the homes?
No, I'm just a steward at my work.
Oh, okay.
The thing is that a lot of the girls I'm in contact with are saying that the shields that they have are really flimsy and they're falling apart while they're working.
Our shields are pretty tough. We're giving them out for free, so don't worry about that. You're for Anson Place in Hagen?
Yes, I work there, but there's a lot of shady. Oh, sorry, I didn't even say that.
The reason why I was asking was because before a lot of the cases sprung up there, I had actually called in and offered face shields and medical equipment, and it was turned down.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. That virus had incubated in our home since the 6th of March. And it wasn't until the 28th that they actually let us employees know about it. And it wasn't until the 2nd of April that they brought out PPE.
When I first contacted Anson Place at the beginning of the outbreak, I was told, no, we don't need it, we're good. And so I was kind of surprised. I'm like, okay, whatever. I started giving everything else out to all the other homes, no big deal. And then, like, we're now, good ways into the virus, and I get calls and messages from, they contacted me, these nurses, saying, hey, we need help. We need to smuggle this stuff in. There are people who are desperately needing it.
Wow, that doesn't seem like it's a very stable and well-supplied situation at all. Also, I did reach out to the economic development person here at Haldimand County, and it was kind of bizarre because she had no recollection of conversations with you, but you insist you had conversations with her, and what did she tell you?
So the first time we were in contact with her was the Fisherville's Lions Club. We were trying to basically set up a fabric drop-off center, and unfortunately that building was partially owned by the government, so they told us it had to be reserved as an emergency hospital. We understood that. Now, after that, we tried to go to another private business, Trinity Church in Fisherville, and we were originally told that no, you don't have the zoning. It needs to be zoned for medical mask production. Now,
and by the way, if I can interject here, James, it's not like you're setting up a factory on a residential street. This is a little gizmo. It's a 3D printer that you make these plastic shields with, right?
Yeah, and this is also for making the fabric masks. And we're not even making anything. We're just collecting the fabric at this location. It's just a little box with a sign saying, please donate fabric. That's it.
And so this person can't even recall having conversations with you. What do you make of that?
It doesn't make any sense whatsoever because not only has the mayor and all the council members been working with me in their regions, but we've also had more than 1,000 people out of a county of only 45,000 helping us with this and distributing thousands of masks on a weekly basis. We're in the news, we're in the papers all the time, and she claims she hasn't even heard of us. That's no.
It just gets weirder and weirder, and I think you had mentioned the province itself tried to drop off a supply of PPE here, free. I presume it's all got the right approvals and what have you, and that was declined.
I don't understand that. So if the province was dropping off PPE, that would have been up to their standards, and that's the reason why they're saying that they wouldn't accept ours. It wasn't up to their standards.
So when there is something presumably up to their standards, they turn it down. You can't beat free. And again, I just wonder if this is a situation where they have a preferred supplier agreement with somebody, because quite frankly, none of this is making sense. Finally, the union, they said they didn't know anything about this issue that I was emailing them about. They did get back to me. They washed their hands of it. What do you make of that, James?
Everyone's playing the I don't know what you're talking about, denial game, and yet, when you're talking to the nurses and the people who are actually in this building, they're saying differently. This is what I'm seeing when I'm talking to family members who have lost people that are in that building. It's completely different. And to top it all off, management doesn't even come here. It's only the nurses that work here. Management's working from home. I don't know. It's there's some sort of disconnect here.
Well, James, given the death toll, 27 in a relatively small care center, that's staggering. When things get back to normal, I hope there's going to be an inquiry to find out just what the heck happened here. Like I said, we're going to follow up on this and hopefully get the answers, because what I'm getting now from all the other players, except for yourself, is just a whole lot of denial. Folks, if you receive one of those $880 fines from the so-called pandemic police, well, if you've got a story to tell, please go to fightthefines.com. That's fightthefines.com. And if we think your story has merit, well, we'll go to bat for you in a court of law and crowdfund all your legal fees. And hey, folks, if you don't have a story to tell, but you'd like to help in the crowdfunding of these cases, please visit fightthefines.com, and if you're able to, make a donation. Thank you so very much.